Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Start! 230. Don't let him breathe! Play that time deep! Don't let him breathe, defense!
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! 44! Check Mike 40! Check Mike 40! I'm coming, baby! I'm coming, baby! Woo! Knickers! Check Knickers! Alert flare! Alert flare! Greystone, travel! Check 3! Check 3! Jack 16!
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, Alpha. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Coming. Look at me. Door. Crash.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Yeah.
Check. 47. And let's get this. Check 50. Big edge. Check your hot read. Slam.
You're out.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You ready?
27. Check Mike 27. Oh, you got deep?
Go.
Ringo.
Go.
Mike 27.
Ready?
He's heavy on me.
Look. Squeeze.
Hey, check 20.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 50. 22, 44.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 22 yards there, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Got wide, I got wide. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Stand. Snap.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Too easy, too easy.
Ready. Bravo. 10 Lobo.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, check my...
Rock it.
65. Not here. Shift. Slam. Shift.
Look at me. Zipper. 5.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Get him! Get him!
49, check 49, check 49.
Hatchet! Hatchet!
Hey, high 7. Deep river.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey.
Hey, check Mike.
Ready, go.
Check Mike.
Gone.
Army. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready.
2nd and 3. That's complete. Bernard. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Joker. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
4-7's the mic. Hey, defense.
Hey, Sam on.
37, check 37.
Say go.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
There we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going top shelf for Smith. They've got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Let's go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Man, hey, exit.
Man, I got you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check the backer, check the backer.
2nd and 11. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I got one.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw.
Let's go, defense.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
You got it. You got it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
You got nothing.
Spy. 6-6. Bullet high.
No. Check 3. Check 3.
Leo. Hey, Delta.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey.
Check 4. Check 4. Check 31. Check 31.
Shoot.
They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Look. Squeeze.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Watch twist. Watch
Hard.
Switch gears. Hey, watch that.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss and just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Go.
Che, lock it.
Fresno.
Big River.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch left. Hey, watch his huge off Porter. Watch his slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Yo, go! Fair.
Check. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, Zoo.
27 Mike, 27. Get your swerve on.
Second and 1. Got a man open. It's Ross. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Mike 3. Combo.
Yeah.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Joe Mixon, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
General West. Hey, Team 6.
Switch.
This is Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
48's the Mike. Check, 48's the Mike. Hey,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
218, chop it. Hey, box drop, box drop. And
48 Mike, 48 Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
Now back to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike that! Like 5! He's coming. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Come on, now. Share. Jim.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Patrick, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch the ship.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo. Hey, Sam on.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Kill.
Let go.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles. As a rookie there to make the stop.
It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on second and 8.
61, match box, right.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 40's Mike, 40's Mike. Check that.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Start! Black 20!
Going nowhere. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to number 25. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on 4.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mike, 47, Mike, 47.
Hey, orbit.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Look, squeeze.
Twist.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now! Hey, Haywood!
47's the mic, boys.
Back to throw now on first down. Green brings it in. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
On the set. Hey, lock it. Hey, Charlie.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. Bam, bam.
Check.
Shoot.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
47's the mic. Yo.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Second and long.
Check, 47.
Let's get it together.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Check safety. Out. Check.
Rock it.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Hey, Alpha. Five.
He'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They need a touchdown, but also have to be wary of leaving too much time for Roethlisberger. Here's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check 52.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Another try for Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Yes.
Check Mike.
Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Look at me. Go.
Check 3. check three. Deuce.
You're out.
Check, crunch.
Hey, Zoo. Say go.
They'll look to throw, and this is caught, and it's a three-point game. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about, not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
What's the mic? Watch the flood.
Alert.
Watch flood. Motion. Pop.
Five.
Game situation.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Jacobs. Powers through him. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Strike 20.
Mike 3.
I'm going to lose one.
Check it, hot read.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 13.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Leo!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Bravo!
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 55's my guy, 55. Crunch down, defense.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up, double up.
Hey! High 7. 55.
Second and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Ready? Blue 30.
Mike 3.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Snickers. Slash it, burn.
First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
All right, now. Black 20.
50 seconds to Mike. Come on. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Bring down, bring down. Shit.
Now a handoff looking right.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right back to him on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
White 80.
Combo. Hey, they're scared. Slam.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the slant.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Hey.
Topper.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Black 20.
Combo. Silver. Check it backer.
And to give this time to the tailback. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Mike 55.
Come on. You better bring it.
Sponge.
Hey, alert.
Check 3.
Blue jaw corkers. 50. Black and third.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Echo.
Every day, any day.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, if he holds on, it's game over. Instead, second down. They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
You're trash.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Pick it up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Ready? 70, Indy.
55's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, baby, all day.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it.
Cameron Hayward in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And